Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final day of the IPF World Powerlifting Championships here in Minsk, Belarus. We're so proud to bring you this last day, and we've got the under 120 kilo class for you. The guys, of course, we're underway straight away. We're going to do some talk during the session, but we have to get underway straight away with Sri Lanka's entry, Rensilu Jayathang on 260 kilos. Guys, thank you for joining me. Of course, Ryan Lapadat here and Tardis Petroikas. Sorry, I got tongue-tied already.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. We want to go through some of the leaders that we're expecting to come through this morning. We had a great chat this morning to a couple of the guys, and also between ourselves talking about injuries and who's here, who's not here. We may even have some overall champion of champions in this flight, so there's some interesting backstories here. And we'll go through and talk about
260 kilos in the bar. Let me hear you folks. They're a little sleepy this morning.
And I'm also super excited and looking forward to this weight class particularly because we have a Lithuanian boy, Amandas Paulauskas, our superstar in powerlifting, who used to hold a world bench press record in open class in 120. So I'm really looking forward to see him back on the international stage. And even though he's an underdog in our predictions, we saw how it turns out sometimes. So let's just wait and see what happens.
Yeah, and 3 white lights for the Sri Lankan lifter. He's on the board. Yeah, I seen your boy from Lithuania. He's got quite the bench press. It's converted over to classic, that's for sure. Exciting to see. He'll likely pick up some medals there. Ruslan Sirazov, 260.
Sirazov.
Tajikistan.
Yes, that's right.
Taking his time and pausing for effect there.
So we've got 10 lifters here for you, and there's the lifter from Tajikistan getting on the board nicely. Guys, let's talk about who we're having a look at overall. Of course, we're in the squats, but these are our opening squats, and we'll just have a chance to have a little chat about who's here and not here. Can I jump in and say...
Yeah, you do that.
Notably, who is not here is Tony Harris, USA. He's on deployment, doing duty for his country, and he is not here. He earned a spot in this group, of course, and he's not here. And because of that, my understanding, or partly because of that, Denis Cornelius got into this group.
Interesting enough, yeah.
Now, can you add to that as well, Ryan?
So I think it's a little bit complicated situation. I know Denis had won the 120. Yeah, we'll throw it down the platform real quick.
Pavlov, Czechoslovakia.
Nice.
Czech Republic.
Nice smooth 260 there. You should get 3 whites, and he does. Yep.
My apologies, Czech Republic.
So yeah, Denis Cornelius, he had won the World Championships last year, beating the defending champion Mohamed Balafi from Algeria. And I believe at the U.S. Raw Nationals, he went in as a heavyweight and flirted with the idea of moving into heavyweight. Opened the door for Harris to take the 120s at the U.S. Raw Nationals.
So when you say heavyweight, you mean the super heavyweight?
Super heavyweight.
So let's get this clear.
120
he went
plus.
As a 120 plus.
Correct.
It gave Tony the opportunity, because Tony is in this class all the time. He's he's an under 120 lifter.
Yep.
And Tony won that.
Correct. And then
here's Tony Cliff, Great Britain, 300 neat opener.
Also a phenomenal lifter, Tony Cliff.
Unbelievable. We've got to watch this guy. He's seriously right up there. And he's a big guy.
He's massive. Look at him towering over our spotters.
Oh, beautiful depth. And he says, I'll take 300 for a start. Good one, Tony. Oh, you got my attention. Woohoo.
All right, load the bar up for Mikhail
Mikhail
Courtier.
Courtier, Canada, says, let me have a go at 300.
And that says something when we're already in the 300s, and these are openers,
We're in the
and they're
300s.
moving them with ease.
Come on,
Yay.
Quebec. Tie me in.
And he wants those side racks
the rack
in.
height should be in, Reza.
Yeah,
Rack
sometimes
height's
those big fellas like that so they can grip
Yeah.
Reza, do you want to do
around the
top,
outside,
Reza?
bends
So
the bar a
just to
little.
quickly finish what we were saying, Tony Harris then went on deployment and couldn't come to this event because God knows where he would be. He couldn't come here. So Denis Cornelius drops down into this class to become competitive against Buafia.
Yeah, and actually defend his title. Otherwise, he
Yeah,
wouldn't even be defending
he
his
wouldn't
world
even be
title. What a
defending. What a turn of
situation!
events.
Yeah.
Here we go. Mikhail Courtier. Sits it in, stands it up
Nice.
like a boss.
Yep. Straight
Probably.
up, straight down.
Nice lift.
Should be 3 whites.
There we
to
go,
one.
2.
Good enough.
It gets
Good
a red on this side, our side.
You know, some say if you get 3 out of 3, you're squatting too low.
Oh, get out, they do not. Nobody says
I
that.
just
laugh
I
at
just
that.
made that up.
You totally made that up.
Can you tell I have a Canadian bias slant there? That was
302.5 kilos.
Victor Maryachenko, 302.5. He's also a big unit. Nice to see the big dudes up on the stage. I like the big boys. Oh, what did I just say?
And it's boys in the 120 class, and they look like they are already super heavyweights.
you know what? I gotta agree with you.
It feels like it's super heavyweights on the stage already.
And he's got a set of traps on him. He's going to pull this up all right.
Yeah, he does have a set of traps.
Nice.
that's-
Come.
Wowzers.
There we go, baby.
Comfortable.
What does he bench? He looks like he'd bench all
3
right.
whites, no doubt about that.
Yeah, he's got a sensible bench on him too, that boy.
And that's our boy,
There we go. Oh, here's your boy, Amandus.
Amandas.
Yeah.
Go Amandas!
Go, Amandus.
305 kilos.
Lithuania power.
I'm pretty sure a lot of Lithuanian watchers, we got a lot of Lithuanian fans watching this online.
How about you
so
do a Lithuanian language shout out to Lithuania for his fans?
Palaikom. Amandas Paulauskas.
Amandas Paulauskas.
Okay, do a shout out in Lithuanian for us.
Amandas Paulauskas, Lithuania.
Amandai stipriai. Visi palaikom Amandą. Hoppa!
305 upper.
Nice and easy.
I know upper.
Super comfortable squat.
Let's go,
Yeah,
Amandus.
that was smooth.
He's a nice looking unit
Šaunuolis.
too.
That was smooth.
He's here to lift all the weight.
And you know what? You guys had said these fellas look like super heavyweights.
Polska.
They weigh in at 120. Some have to cut to make one. They cut water to make 120.
Exactly.
That's
True,
a
true,
tough
true.
cut for some of these gentlemen.
Polska. Sadowski.
Big individuals.
320
Piotr
kilos.
Sadas,
706
Sabaski,
Piotr
Piotr.
Sadowski.
Polska, 320, and the big Lithuanian sitting next to me is getting pumped up too. So this is a great place for Chrissy to be here today.
It's good we got an Eastern European for some of these names.
Nice.
We were down to last 3 openers in squats.
Yeah, and look
So
at
far,
Look at
so
those
good.
last 3 though. Holy
I
smokes.
know. Look at
So far, so
Buafia,
good. Everybody
350
got
on
the
there.
open lifts.
It'll be interesting to see. Buafia wants his title back.
No, and he's got 350 on the opener.
Yeah, that's sending a clear message to Denis. He wants his title back.
And Piotr comes up nice.
Nicely done.
Now, is he a junior?
Definitely a student of the
3 white lines.
93. He's born in 93. Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah, because I thought I saw him. I've got a feeling I saw him at
350 on the bar.
University Cup.
You may have.
Piotr.
Comes the best
He'd be around that age
Yeah, because he just smashed him.
Algerian power.
And I went, who is this guy?
Yeah, this guy should be in the open.
Yeah. I went,
Picking on
"What's he
these
doing
kids,
here?
these children.
Stop picking on these students. Go away, you bully.
Now, Buafia, mentioning the other gentleman's a junior. Buafia, born in '76, a living legend. Could be in the open with his age. In the Masters.
Here we
Chooses to lift
go.
in the open,
Algeria,
and you're about to find out why.
Africa's jewel.
That's a nice little nickname there. I like it. I like
Where
it.
did that come from?
Well, but it's organic. It's the best. And you know what? 350 opener. There's a reason why this guy's got world championships to his name. Look at Ray Williams peeping.
Wow.
Ray Williams is peeping in. That's how good and special this guy is. Ray Williams is
Ray
impressed.
Williams is peeping through the curtain.
When he's watching you
That's
squat,
actually
you got a
funny
good
to
squat.
see.
Oh, shoot. What are we looking at here? What are we
Whoa.
looking at here? What just happened?
What happened?
Far more of a fight than I would have
What
expected.
happened?
If
I
he's
think we
asked
got
to do
red
that
all
again,
over the place. It wasn't deep enough.
I was about to say if he was asked to do that again, I'm not sure he could.
He looks
That was
around.
a little.
What's wrong? Below the top of the knee, must break parallel to the floor. Give him a round of applause. He'll be back.
Depth? What do you think? Did it look depth
gone
on the
to
replay?
Gentlemen, load the
gone to the
At least
jury.
from the video, it looks deep enough. I thought it was about the leaning back and forward.
352.5 kilos, bars loading.
I don't know why they went to the jury, though.
You know what? Desperation. There was no white, so he couldn't actually go to jury officially, but I think he just wanted clarification.
But what did he complain about?
This is
I think he thought it was depth.
What?
777 pounds.
I mean, it wasn't deep, and then it was all over the show coming up. It was. They could have pinged him for up and down nearly.
I'm actually not sure what happened here.
Here
This
comes-
was not a confident squat whatsoever.
No, I'm a little rattled.
Far
for him.
from confident.
Here's
Denis
some-
Cornelius,
Now here's the man.
and far from Pete, Ray's right out of the curtain.
Let me tell you something. Watch for him to make a play for Best Lifter, Champion of the Champions Award. I'm telling you.
Here we go. Sets it in now. There's
Whoa.
confidence.
Total opposite there.
That's
Manhandled that
That's
way.
a confident opener.
Manhandled and walks out like a boss and says, "I'll take 352 to start with and a bit more to go on with." Woohoo!
Yeah, just a
He's
strong-
coming for way more.
And
That's
Chrissy's
for
got
sure.
the goosebumps because I don't know what happened, but to Boafia, but we got two different men just there.
I know. You couldn't have a different opener, and I'm a little rattled for Boaffi. Maybe he had a big weight cut. We had mentioned that earlier, but that should not have been an opener right there.
And
Or-
Rinsilu,
Possibly a misgroove. I don't know.
he's misgrooved it from the start. He was just tentative when he broke.
Yeah, he was.
He was off from the start, but Rinsilu from Sri Lanka, he's their country's treasure. I've been watching him like a hawk all over social media. He's a national treasure. He's their superhero. He's here to squat all day, every day, lift all the weights. Here he goes, 270. Sits it in and stands it up
Easy
like
lift.
the boss.
That
The
could have been his
boss of
opener.
Sri Lanka, and there he goes,
Yeah.
our man. Here he goes, gets a fist bump, and nice to have the man.
That
from
moved
Sri
like an
Lanka.
opener. That moved like an opener.
Absolutely.
Very
He
well
loves
done.
it. He's switched on.
He's got plenty in the tank.
There we go. I hope he loads it up too.
Let's hope. Yeah,
Yeah.
go for broke. You played it safe the
Just
first
so
time.
good to have the nations and the regions represented
Yeah.
here. You know, it's not all about just this small cluster of nations. It's about celebrating humanity, the strength from all over the regions. People come from different walks of life, different places, different experiences. Isn't it just wonderful to
All
have
the different
the joy?
cultures. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had the Iranians making their cheers last night.
Ruslan,
I
to
mean,
Uzbekistan.
it's not every day you're gonna meet someone from Nauru
Yeah.
or from Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Taking his time.
Breaks it well,
Nice.
sits it well, chest up, there it goes. That was a beautiful start to the lift, wasn't it?
Was it?
He took his time
It
and
was.
just broke into it so well.
These are second rounds. They're all moving relatively fast and faster than Boaffi's opener.
By comparison, for example, to Boafia's lift, that was
Yeah.
superb.
Yeah.
That was a superb lift.
Let's get the racks in. Bubba's ready.
You know, all of Algeria's open. Boaffi pulls it together for a second attempt.
Pavel Demchak from the Czech Republic, or as Gaston says.
Now, just a bit of info for you. Oh, Pavlov's out already from Czech Republic. And of course, we've got our big open world championship in Czech Republic in November. Hush.
Before.
Oh, comes
Yeah,
up
it's
with
nicely
Czech
done.
power.
Very smooth. These are smooth second attempts. You know, he's hit 290 before in competition, so look for him to do maybe 290 again, maybe 292 and a half. Inch it up a little. He's got plenty left in the tank.
As I was just saying, we've got our equipped, or what we call the open World Powerlifting Championships in November every year, and it's in Czech Republic this year in November. It's called the Open because you can wear the full equipment. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but you can take full advantage of the full equipment. We don't call it equipped, we call it open, meaning come as you wish in full paraphernalia if you wish. If you don't want to wear full paraphernalia, and you want to compete raw because that's your thing, it's up to you.
It's up to you.
So it's open. It's not equipped, but most people, 99 rocker, oh, this bloke doesn't need any equipment, I'll tell you now. Not for Chrissy. What do we got here? Victor!
Marinenko from Ukraine.
Oh, yes. And Laura Newman and I are on the same page.
Давай, Victor.
312 and a half. A good 10-kilo jump.
Oh, and the big chest
It's
drives
deep.
up!
And it's a good lift.
Yeah, should be good.
Chrissy feel faint. Oh, Lord.
It's a good lift.
Yeah, very nicely done. All of
Let's
these lifts.
see it again.
All of these lifts have been so smooth and fluid. Besides Bolafis, I hate to keep beating up
I
on that one
know.
squat, but
know.
they're all been moving so well so far.
Canada. Same weight.
Weight
312.5
stays the
Miguel
same.
from Quebec, Canada.
Cloutier of Canada. Now the Canadian has hit 320 before.
Oh, comes up
There we
smooth as
go.
you like and
There we
holds
go.
it at the top. Oh!
Wow, was that depth? I gotta have to see a
He
replay of that.
throws the belt off.
All right.
Yeah, he's a little disappointed. You know what? From my view, it looked like depth, but I
Where's
have
the
to see a
replay?
Okay.
Oh, robbed. Never mind. It's okay.
And a
Tony
15-kilo
Cliff,
jump for Tony Cliff.
315, and so he should. He was a tower of strength. He's the Tower of London with a power of strength coming through. So he should.
Barlow for Tony from Great Britain.
I tried to write in English rules.
15 kilo bar, even when it's stacked.
Come on, Tony. Snuggle under there. Come on, Great Britain.
He's so tall.
Yeah, he's a massive 120.
Oh,
lift.
my word,
Look how
that was
smooth
glorious.
that looked.
Serious, quite powerful.
Oh,
Good
serious
effort, Tony
power.
from Great Britain.
But just to
He's
give
got
you,
more in
can
the
I just
tank.
please get you a little bit of perspective
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Tony Harris of USA holds the world record. He is a Master 2.
I was about
Can
to
I
say,
just
yeah,
get your head
that's
around this,
insane.
please? He's born in 1964. He's a Master 2, and at the body weight of 118 kilo, he set the world record of 378.5 kilo.
Whoa.
In
This is his PB. This is his personal
just a
best,
little Lithuanian
322.5.
coaching going on there. Okay, we got that. Sits it in
Nice.
and comes up.
We got it.
Hey,
We
up
got it.
up. Oh,
Yay.
he's loving the energy he's getting from the commentary team, I can tell you now. Back to Tony Harris. 378.5 kilo. He squatted this at the Arnold's this year. So just get your head around 378.5.
Wow. Yeah.
His PB, second to
And M2.
As a 52 50-year-old, about 52 years of age, not 53 yet. Turns 53 in November-ish.
That's insane.
Does it make a big difference, right?
52 years of age, held the body together for decades of powerlifting. He's been powerlifting for decades, right?
Respect.
So let's
Big
thank
respect.
you, respect. Piotr, 335 on the other end of the spectrum. This bloke's born in 1993, and he's got the strength 335 in the tank today.
Oh, that was that depth.
Nice.
You think that was depth? Yeah. It moved well, no questions there.
2 to 1, good lift.
Yeah. So the judges were a little concerned as well. I mean, it was definitely borderline. He doesn't want to go any higher. Put it that way. Let's take a look here. Oh, just missed.
That's one of those lifts where you always call it's 2 to 1.
Yeah.
But it can be either way.
Yeah.
So this time he got away with this. But let's see what happens on the third attempt.
Now here we go again. Here's Balafi.
SPD. Mohammed.
Balad Mohammed on 350 kilos from Algeria.
Now, how about it?
You know what? So it moved a lot easier.
lot
Was it deep
better.
enough? Was it deep
There
enough?
we go, he's got it. Thank you, Balafia. We're back in business.
Yeah, that was okay. Looking from that angle, it was deep enough. And it moved so much smoother.
You know what? The occasion's big. Now, certain cultures are not feeding off this energy the same way as well.
Okay.
They train differently, their culture is differently. Some cultures get something from this and some don't. Just as some lifters get something from this and some don't.
Some lifters get pumped up, some of them
Whereas
get distracted.
Denis Cornelius just hit the platform telling the crowd, get behind me, let's go. There's a total
There we go,
contrast.
there we go.
Nobody says it's better than Screamer, right?
That's
it.
exactly right.
Now look at Denis Cornelius.
372 and a half. Healthy 20 kilograms jump.
Yeah. And he's hit this kind of weight in training several times. Yeah.
And despite that left side just getting the shakes, he comes up nice and strong.
Just a phenomenally strong man.
I got the inside word from David Ricks this morning. Watch this, he's going to smash the squat. His bench may be a little affected by some injury, but he's going to smash and grab through the squat. Having said that, that first miss by Bouafias may cost him dearly.
Yeah.
But Cornelius is just going to run his own race by the look at this, but he was always going to smash and grab through the squat.
Yeah.
Back through now to Rensilu, the Sri Lankan champion and national treasure, who was born to squat, and here he is, born to lift, 280.
That is Tajikistan. Silazov.
Oh, he comes out roaring out of the hole and says, I'll take 280 home with me to Sri Lanka. Thank you very much. I'll take the kilos and run.
3 for 3. It's a good way to start the day for the Sri Lankan.
Tajikistan, correct. Tajikistan, Central Asia.
Balad at 282.5 for Ruslan.
282.5. This is a nice, healthy 7.5 kilo jump.
Taking his time,
Yep.
as always.
Down to the last 10 seconds.
He got
Okay.
the squat command, so it
did
doesn't
he?
matter
Okay,
anymore.
okay. I didn't hear that squat command. And I believe he'll get 3 whites here.
Should be.
3 whites. Just a quick note, Denis Cornelius is going to go for the 120 world record that Chrissy had mentioned earlier. 386 being loaded on the bar for his 3rd and final attempt. Definitely within reason the way he moved the 2nd attempt.
The Czechia.
But that's way above the record.
Yeah, he's doing more knee.
He's going for a
He's-
healthy
Yeah.
9.
Thing is,
Eight and a
the
half
record's
kilogram
actually
jump.
not too far away from the 2nd attempt. And he's got
Exactly.
plenty more in the tank, so he's
Exactly.
going to break the record as well as build onto his total.
Well, Pavlov from Czech Republic now goes
Ooh,
sub
nicely
300
done.
and muscles it up.
Very fast descent.
Oh, these guys look good. And he took over.
3 white lights.
3 white
And
lights.
he's gone 3 for 3, which is awesome in squat. And
Now
yeah,
we got Canadian.
the inside word from David Ricks this morning was that Cornelius would try and go the record, and what he stacked 386. My goodness,
It's quite a bit over.
Wow, what?
Yeah, he's also, like you had said, he's kind of running his own race, so he's building his total. The Canadian about the lift, so he missed on squats, but it's pretty borderline. He doesn't have to make major adjustments to hit it. He should be able to hit this and move forward with 312.5.
Oh,
Work. It was
And
I
he
would
gives
call
us-
it a good lift.
He gives us a nod at the top and says it's all right,
Yeah, judges agree.
just in case they wondered.
Canada. Ryan Victor Marienko now from the Ukraine with 317.
Yeah, that depth was good.
700 pounds on the bar.
Works through it and hits it.
Victor goes for only 5 kilograms more because he struggled a bit with his 2nd attempt, so I would say it's a wise decision.
Yeah, I mean, for the big boys, when they're squatting 5 kilos isn't much, but when you're close to that limit, you know, you gotta, 5 kilos can make a difference towards your total.
It's always better to get 5 extra than to
Miss
take
out,
for 15 and miss it. So
And empty the gas tank doing so as
Exactly.
well.
Sorry, just me walking back out here. Yep, it's timing out.
All right, gives us a chance to let everyone
Ah,
know.
so he's decided to
Victor-
time out, I think she just said.
exactly, Victor is giving
What?
it.
I don't get to see Victor.
That the banquet
no.
starts at 8
You can go
p.m.
to the backstage during the
Okay.
break and
That's
see him.
7 p.m. The banquet starts.
Don't give me
right
any
here in this
ideas.
room, where we give out all the best lifter trophies.
So then we'll have Tony Cliff at 325. That's a 10 kilo jump.
To the
Pretty
Time Out
sizable.
Cafe right over here in this corner of the building for the banquet at 8 p.m.
So interestingly, Buwafia's, I think you guys were mentioning, has only put 10 kilo on that 2nd squat.
Probably a good idea.
Cornelius has gone for a 386 world record, which is quite a bit over Tony Harris's 378.5 that he did in Columbus. I have to say, I've watched that squat of Tony's quite a few times, and he was plenty good for it. You know, it was comfortable. Tony does squats that don't look like they're murdering him.
Yeah.
He trains for it. He's good for it.
It's
You
funny
don't,
how
you don't
some
squat
guys.
open world records at 52 and murder yourself like he's well within him.
Yeah.
He looks after his body. He's got excellent nutrition, excellent recovery. He knows what he's doing, and he's got more in the tank. So there may be a
At
attempt at
52,
it.
more in the tank. That's scary.
May people have a crack at it. He'll come back too. Tony Cliff. Sits it in.
Nice. Nice
Oh,
Wow.
Tony Cliff. Oh, yes, sir.
Comfortably goes 3 for 3. Comfortably
Yes.
goes 3 for 3.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Come back and do some more, baby.
And Cliff, yeah, he's got a pretty good deadlift on him as well, and he'll have plenty in the tank for the deadlift event.
You know what?
He
He's
can
a
cover some
sleeper.
ground. Yeah,
He's
he
a
is.
sleeper.
He can cover some ground for sure.
And big Lithuanian is coming up next.
Lithuanian lifter.
Amanda Spolauskas from Lithuania.
Walk over this way.
Lithuanian Centurion.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna yell, give us some
I'll
room.
do my best to keep the screams for myself, but
Watching
go,
Turn the lights on,
Amanda.
that's right.
It turns out our Lithuanian
Lithuania.
host, co-commentator's got a bit of a bellowing voice on him. We didn't know.
Bellowing voice, that's right.
Come on, guys, everyone at the
Coached by
screens.
Ramandis, the great Lithuanian president. Come on, Ramandis.
Amandai, mes su tavim.
Oh, he cuts it.
Up!
Up. But he cut it short too. It was heavy. The weight got to him.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, it was a little heavy.
The weight rattled him.
That's okay. He's going to, well, this
That
next
was
event is
close.
his event, the bench press.
that was close, but unfortunately.
And the more I look at Piotr Sadvarsky from Poland, the more I remember him from this very place last year at University Cup. He rocked up as part of his university team, smashed everything. I'm pretty sure he was lifter of lifter. I'm pretty sure he's lost weight. He was very much physically, he's hardened up a bit, even in 1 year, because he's only young. So he's still developing his body. And I remember looking at him and thinking, what the? He was so strong, but he's hardened up a bit, and here he is with the big boys in the open. He is one to watch in future years, this guy here. Check him out. Oh,
Nice
there
step.
we go.
Deep
Oh,
squat.
he's thrown the book at it, but I'm
Just a
very,
little
very
bit.
curious about this guy. Just keep watching him over the years, and I'm going to try and hunt him down on social media and stalk the hell out of him, because I'm going to keep my eye on him.
Now, Boafi likes silence, so I'm just going to set this up before he gets out of here.
So we're not going to talk. We're just going to let this guy focus.
360 loaded on the bar for Mohamed Boafi of Algeria.
Can I have a drum, please? 793 pounds on the bar. Mohamed Ophia Ballard.
Come on, Algerian powerlifting! Come on, Mohammed, that bar's bending up there on that rack.
Oh my God! Oh, he fought through it!
Wow!
Holy Lord!
Wow!
Guys,
Boafia!
Hard on that man.
Mohammed!
It's good. It is
He
good.
fought through! He says, get a load of me!
Wowzers.
There is the man!
There's a lot of fight in that young man. Look at this.
Holy God!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a world
Just hits depth,
record
and look at that.
previously
But the
held
fight.
by a gentleman
The
from
fight was
Hawaii.
amazing, but-
Engine starts revving. He pauses, but never takes his foot off the gas. It just battles his way to the top. Wow. It was untidy, but it was something else.
And the crowd scrutinizing the lift.
Now this is Denis' shot at history. He looks emotional on the sidelines. Look at his face here. He is downright emotional. If you know Denis, he's a pretty calm, cool, collected character, so this means a lot to him.
For an open world record, Denis Cornelius.
386.
And Denis Cornelius
Yeah,
says,
he's fired
thank
up.
you very much, Tony Harris, for the opportunity, and I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to try and take your world record, knowing full well Tony will take revenge after this.
Cornelius.
Denis is fired up.
They're great teammates, but this is Denis's chance, and he's going to take advantage. Sets it, it's deep enough.
Whoa!
Let's see what they say.
Denis Cornelius is a beast!
New world record.
Wow!
Open world record.
That is just
Thank you, Algeria.
just took that squat record and smashed the daylights out of it.
I tell you what, it was heavy for him. He shook like a leaf.
Oh yeah.
But he held his nerve.
It was work, but look at this.
Go away now.
Such pressing power in those legs. Oh, okay.
I tell you what, that was wildly exciting.
It delivered
God.
on all
For the
types.
session.
You know what? We had a little drama with Boafi, a seasoned veteran, a world champion, missing his opener, looking shaky, coming back ever so calmly and hitting it in the second attempt. Denis Cornelius nearly smashing a world record held by a legend. It's just got off to a high start and it's going to continue into the bench press.
Absolutely, but I tell you what, Cornelius couldn't have picked that number any better. There was
Yeah.
not 1/2 a kilo more in
I would
him.
agree with you.
He held it together. I don't know how
Yeah.
he got in that hole because that must have felt hell heavy on him.
When the weight was on and he unracked it, his body was shaking and I was shaking like, oh my God, Denis, I hope you get this. But
But he held it together at the
Yeah.
top. All credit to him.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything left.
no.
He's got to get every kilo on the board because the bench is hurting him at the minute.
Yeah.
And so that was also about getting all the kilos on the board.
Yeah.
And he's going for the top champion to champion as well, as you said. So there's multiple strategies there.
And you know what we were saying earlier, how this was over the world record, but it seems such an arbitrary number to 286 out of nowhere over the world record. But you just hit the nail right on the head. They couldn't have picked a better, more arbitrary number. Apparently they know, and look at their coaching staff.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
you got Sue's doing it like these guys are
They're doing the numbers.
the number ones in the world
Yeah.
in terms of that, so they know
Yeah.
exactly what they're doing. What do
Absolutely.
you think? And your boy,
Oh boy, unfortunately missed the last squats.
yeah, but he's still
But,
got his second, and he's going
he's-
into his favorite event.
Exactly, squats are not his strongest lift, and we are going into the bench press with big hopes. We're gonna do it.
Team Lithuania.
We're gonna bring something from this. So unfortunately, looks like the fight for the first for the gold. More or less
We suspected that much,
is
though. but
yeah, more or less is over, but the fight for the silver and
Oh.
bronze is on.
Very much up.
It's very much on.
The
so
fight's on.
stay tuned and see you in 17 minutes.
See you soon.
And welcome back to the World Championships 120 Kilo Men's Open. And you got a quick little announcement looking at the openers, my man.
Big surprise. Our boy Amandas Paulauskas is opening for the world record, open men record, and that's his event. Wow, big surprise for me. Didn't know that. Didn't know that.
This is a surprise.
This is a surprise for me.
You knew he was good.
Yeah, I kind of, sort of.
I knew he was good. I didn't know he's so good.
So 255 kilo opener? That's
World
insane.
record opener in the bench.
I
In the
think some of the
bench.
people who didn't realize he was coming are going to be a little rattled now. But all right, well, let's see how this shakes up. Obviously, if you start with an opener, it can only get bigger from there.
This is mad.
It is.
This is gonna be big,
Yeah.
and
Awesome.
we might see even bigger record. But let's see how it goes.
First things first.
Oh my gosh.
Are you
I am
just
so
as excited as I am?
Yeah, you're
You
pretty
feel the
excited.
energy?
Yeah, the energy's there. Oh, fantastic.
All right, and we're opening with 120.
Yeah, safe opener here for Ransilu Chaikaleki, Sri Lanka.
Easy peasy.
And speaking about records, Denis Cornelius has the world record in this class at this stage here, setting Killeen this event last year, 253. So your man has put on,
255.
gosh,
Just a little bit above, but
a fair bit.
Yeah, he's not chipping
As records go, he didn't chip it.
No, he didn't chip it, which is confidence, obviously, yeah.
I just don't want to spoil you
No.
what's coming up. But
It's like a spoiler
there's
alert.
something to expect. Something to
Okay.
expect. So let's just wait and see. 195 on the bar for Victor from Ukraine.
Now, for anyone following the IPF on Instagram, I had reposted a couple of his bench videos. So I'm not as hip to the game as you, but I know he's a big bencher.
Okay.
Well, he was already open men world record holder back in 2011 and 2012 when he was a world open champion
Yeah.
in bench press and bronze medalist in world championship in equipped powerlifting.
Victor, 195.
Nicely done. Should be 3 whites.
Matching
Yep.
one is a good lift with 3 white lines for Victor.
Yeah, look,
Gina?
Amandus is well known and
Bar is loaded.
is former
Ruslan
equipped bench presser
for
and world champion.
Tajikistan.
We've seen him.
Tajikistan. Serial.
He's peaking at 270.
Salazov. Tajikistan. 195
You know,
kilos
it's-
on the bar for Ruslan.
He should take, if everything goes to plan, he should take the gold here. And
That's what I'm hoping for.
that's right. Ruslan, Tajikistan, 195 as well.
Yeah, it would look like the only one who may be able to pressure him would have been Cornelius, but if Cornelius is dealing with an injury, that's probably not going to happen as well.
From Algeria. Women
And honestly, yeah, if we're giving all due respect to the Lithuanian, even on Cornelius' best day, it sounds like he'd be the medal favorite.
Buafia, 195 as well for his opener. Now, because he didn't fire in the squat, wait, that block's not right.
Yeah, there we go.
There we
right on
go.
cue. Nicely done, Chrissy.
All right, we need the
And
number.
Buafia doesn't like distractions around him,
Reza?
so
The blocks are missing.
he just likes it just so, and that's the way it's got to be.
Mohammed pacing the stage.
Let's hope this opener goes a little smoother than his opener on squats.
But he's an absolutely beautiful lifter, the way he prepares himself just before the lift like that. Joy to watch.
Muhammad was in a car wreck a few months back. Car rolled over 4 times, fractured his hand. He has trouble gripping the bar with the car wreck. but he's a trooper. He grabs it anyway.
Right, let's see how the refs call that.
He's the opener.
Yeah, that was smooth.
Yeah, look, there's a problem at the top of the lift.
What happened?
A rack command, but also we see at the top of the lift, he actually shrugged
he
the shoulders up
punched
and
it,
come down. The refs aren't calling that, but they say he beat the rack command.
He beat the rack
command.
The coach doesn't even bother going near the jury. I think they sent him back and said, no, go back.
Now, is he going to retake? Man, he's having a hard time with openers today. Is he going to retake that weight? Or does he go up where it could be a strength issue later on? That's one
I don't know,
of these weird...
but we might be right out of line
but
here,
that
but he
was-
needs to get that shrug at the top out of his action.
As well, yeah.
That was true light lift. My guess would be a slight increase in the
Yeah.
weight, not as planned, but slight
Yeah.
increase just to build up the total. Yeah, it's 202.5 for the next lift.
I can endorse that.
Okay, Piotr from Polska. Oh my word, as
Whoa.
That's an
smooth as you
opener.
like, 205 for the
That's an
junior.
opener. No punching motion in the beginning, just nice smooth.
He's got a beautiful action, but Polska, they're well trained,
Yeah.
they're well disciplined.
Yep.
He's got a lot of development. Look at his body. He's got a lot of development for a pole to come, hasn't he?
No fear of the butt raising or anything. Yeah,
Nah,
he's done
he's
well.
solid as, mark my words, he's going to be one of these future poles
Yeah.
to the champions all the way through for years to come.
He doesn't seem to drive his legs, right?
No, and he's so strong already.
Not for his opener anyways.
Pavlov, Czech Republic.
Pavel from Czechia.
Glad Gino makes the odd mistake too.
Yeah, he's human.
210. Big chest comes up, sinks it in,
Nicely
pushes it
done.
away.
Nicely done.
Actually, it's a fun fact about the Czech Republic, or Czechia as you may call now. As I was curious also, what's the thing about the Czechia? Starting from this year, they started to promote the official name not as Czech Republic but as Czechia.
Czechia.
The
Okay,
thing,
so we can.
the thing is, not many people know that,
that,
yet,
okay.
and even
Still
the
Czech.
Czechs don't really get it. But that's the story behind
we
why
can?
it's Czechia.
We can call him Czechia,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
It's not,
Yes, yes,
not
yes.
an offence. Okay, that's good to know. Mikhail Gutierrez, Canada. Sinks it in, slings it up.
Oh yeah, Laura. check
Easily
that out.
done. 3 white should be. Let's take a look.
Easy lift, sure.
Yep.
That's really good to know, and thanks for telling us, because occasionally we do call them Czechia, and it is good. There is some disputes about certain nations about what they like to be called and referred to at world sporting events, because sometimes at sporting events there are different annotations for countries.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, so it's
Don't
good
we
to have
find out
clarification. We
quick?
find that out. People give us a bit of a hiding for it.
Yeah.
And it turns out some of them are wrong. So
Yeah, no, that's the truth. There's a million ways to say different names.
That's right. So Tony Cliff here, Great Britain, 215, and we certainly never want to cause offence. That's not our game. Tony Cliff, light touch,
Oh,
drives
easy
it up
work.
beautifully,
Easy work.
lovely bar position in the wrist and the hands there,
Now this Denis Cornelius' opener, and I know it's an opener ordinarily, nothing overly exciting, but due to him coming in our scouting reports, you were saying possible injury up top. Let's see how he handles 240.
Yeah, just watch watch how he moves it, and as that weight gets a little bit heavier, just watch the body for
There's
the
a breakdown,
asymmetry. Exactly.
Let's hope this is a nice, easy opener.
Gosh, he's a bit of a unit when you get a good look at him without the belt on.
Oh,
He's chunky.
he's a walking fridge. The man is thick, strong,
Open World Champion
built like a house.
Hardwick Gary. This is Denis Cornelius.
He's an inch taller than me, but 100 pounds thicker. Just to give you an idea, yeah.
That gives me some perspective.
Yeah. Very powerful, man. Look how powerfully built this guy is.
Wow.
This is 240.
He's thick through the middle.
This is 240 with him with an injury, and let's see how he moves it.
Oh,
Yeah,
sweet.
That's pretty impressive
The
stuff.
lift is
Well, you know, I
Comfortable
don't
opener.
mean to say an injury per se, but just that he's just been a little
There's
off.
something there,
Yeah,
yeah.
just a
There's
little off
something there that he's
apparently.
got to pay attention to. You know what? Even a little thing could turn into something major, you know, so that's why it's good to open up relatively light.
Strong
Just
All
don't
right.
take chances.
All right, now
Here
we've
it
got
is.
to pull the mic away from
Yeah, you know what?
targets
History has shown us.
right away, and I'm going to step back because this, folks, is a
World record
huge
attempt.
world record for the big Lithuanian.
Stay Monday.
That's good.
Up.
Good, yeah.
This is it. World record.
Wowzers.
Open world record.
Stay
His foot doesn't look totally flat.
Oh, my
Nice.
word. He drives it
That
home.
was easy. That was
And he'll
easy.
say, I'll take 255
Everyone lights.
Belarusian kilos home to Lithuania.
World record goes to Lithuania.
3 white lights on an opener. Hello.
No.
What did
No.
we just
Got
see?
it.
I think the crowd's in shock. What did we just see?
Sorry about that.
And that
A
was
world record opener. It's rare.
That was opener.
That was opener. Okay, goodbye Cornelius's world record.
And Cornelius is not going to
Yeah.
over.
No.
He's not going to try
I don't
and
think so.
challenge him
I don't
on
think so
that
today. Not today.
Not today.
At least not with his second attempt.
130 flies up.
On his smokestack,
Red
on Sri
Silu
Lanka.
flies it up.
Yep.
Lift is
I
good.
think by the time Cornelius gets to his third attempt, though, that record's going to get pushed even further and further. So
Loaded
he
up the
likely is
big
telling
guy.
himself, that's that young man's record. Have a good one with it.
Ukraine, 202.5 on the bar.
260.
446.4 pounds. This
Amanda's
is Victor.
second attempt, 5 kilo jump, 260.
2.5 kilos.
Thank you,
per
Lord.
Bars loaded.
Come on, Victor.
Oh, 202.5 loaded on the bar for the Ukrainian. And judging by how easily he smashed his opener, 7.5 kilo jump shouldn't be the tipping point. Just a little bit more work.
Oh,
Whoa.
Victor.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Laura, what's the call?
I got 1,
It's
3 white lights.
white
Highlights.
lights.
For Victor on his second base.
Oh, Victor.
Ruslan, Tajikistan.
Nicely done. Now we anticipated he'd probably hit this. I mean, he's good for quite a bit more kilo in the tank. Very smooth.
And
Never really-
looking good while he does it too.
He never really misses any bar path. Weight never bullies him out of position.
446 pounds.
And Ruslan, another 7.5 kilo jump from his opener. Again, he should be able to handle this. Should be a little heavier work, but not anticipating any drastic drop off. And thus far, everybody's picked their openers well, including Boafi, who just happened to have had some technical issues with his opener.
Oh, he has to fight to lock
Yep.
it out at the last minute, but
Yep, certainly more work, but it was definitely in his wheelhouse, and he gets it. 3 white lights.
And boys in the bench press tend to make way lower jumps compared to squats or deadlifts. So the jump from the opener to the final attempt, usually it's in between 15 and 20 kilograms.
The drop off is quite a bit quicker, isn't it, in the bench press event?
True.
You feel so good until all of a sudden the brakes come on out of nowhere, and you're like,
Exactly.
"Wayo!" Now let's hope that doesn't happen with Mohammed, because he doesn't have room to play with, having missed his opener. It wasn't due to strength. Strength is very rarely an issue with this man. 202.5 on the bar.
Righto, that should be good for
I
it.
think he got his commands.
There we
3
go.
white lights. There we go. He's on the board. The punch at the start, yeah. Well, the judges aren't calling that, and they're giving it to him.
And maybe we're off our rockers about it, but all three of us are seeing it and wondering why. But maybe that's...
As long as the judges aren't calling, he'll continue to do it. Yeah,
Sure.
they haven't warned him either, so he's on the board. Be interested to see his jump.
I'll get a ruling on that during the break. I'll ask the
Yeah.
chief referees about, not this chief referee, but I'll ask another
jury,
one.
yep.
Yep.
Because usually wouldn't it be if your elbows are locked out and you're
But he's
still able
he's
to
shrugging the shoulders
to
up.
get
Yeah.
it, to get it
kinda
up?
weird to
Maybe it's
think-
not. Then shouldn't it be called as a soft elbows or something?
No, his elbows are locked. It's coming from the shoulder.
Shoulders?
Yeah.
Which is weird to unset your shoulders before
Oh,
you press.
Piotr
Nicely
works
done.
for it.
Should
He
be
gets
3 whites.
215. That's handy. That's a 10
Nicely
kilo
done,
jump.
yeah.
Can you see what I see in this guy? He
It
is
was
so
exactly
strong.
the same.
Yeah,
lift.
for a guy that age.
Oh, I just cannot use enough words of admiration for this young man.
Sometimes you see a little sneak peek. You can see them coming, and years to come, they just develop
That's what
every
I'm
year
seeing.
out. Yeah,
I'm just seeing so much in this guy.
Jumping 7.5 kilos from his first
right down to
race.
his attempt selection.
You know, that was 10 kilos.
Handled it very well.
And he's sneaky because of perhaps his physique and his demeanour. He's just so quiet.
Yeah,
People aren't probably sitting up and paying attention to this young man.
you might even see that develop too. Though.
Oh,
The
yeah.
more confident
He'll
he
come
gets,
out,
the
he'll come
yeah,
out.
it's interesting to see.
Here's Czechia. Oh, there we
Wow.
go. Check your power.
No, that was a 7.5
Thank you.
kilo jump, and he handled it very well.
And the coach looked over to Chrissy and said, "You bet, my lady."
Yeah.
Oh,
Never
I'll
in
see you
doubt.
later at the banquet, mate.
220 being loaded
The
on the
bar is
bar.
loaded for Mikhail Cloutier. Powerlifting for 2 years
Mikhail
right now.
Cloutier.
He's in quality
Canada.
management.
There's our
He's
Canadian
gonna
boy.
show us some
He's got
quality
a
here,
fine
Laura.
beard there. He's channeling strength
Yep,
in the beard gods.
he exudes manliness.
Not many of you men don't. I have to say.
Well, thank
Just
you.
an observation I've made in powerlifting in general. Oh my
Nice.
lord, he slings it back and up.
Yep, nice work with 220 in his hands.
Mikhail, 3 white.
Three whites.
Laura.
Very nice
He
attempt.
says, put some more on it, mate.
Yeah, you better put some on if you want to slow me down, sir.
500 pounds is Tony Club from
Better
Great
challenge him for the 3rd attempt, coaches.
Tony Cliff. As you can tell, he's one of my favourites.
Build it up, folks. Tony
Oh,
Club.
he gets his caps ready for the work.
He looks like one of the bigger 120s we have here today.
The giant from.
Does he
Brisbane.
not look like he must cut a lot of water weight? Because he looks massive.
And he's really tall.
He's
Yeah.
so tall.
I think he's tallest guy in this group.
And not
Yeah.
exactly lanky either.
No, he's solid. It's the spot a bit deeper.
Nicely done.
Oh, well done.
Should be good for 3 white lights. Yeah.
I love your work, Tony.
And we are down to the last 2 lifts in this
And
group.
here comes Denis
Oh,
Cornelius.
he's glorious. He fills up the whole bench. His whole body takes up the bench.
He steps up like, oh, there was a bench underneath him. Okay, that makes sense.
He puts
But
the
he's
bench
levitating.
between his shoulder blades.
Leaves
him
and the
stable.
bench leaves in his laps with him.
Dueling computers.
Denis
Come on
Cornelius.
out, Denis.
7.5 kilograms increase.
Dennis
From
just
the
saw his
open.
world record disappear back to Lithuania.
Yeah, and he says, you can have it. I'm not going to try to take it from you, young man. Hats off to you.
Cornelius.
Hoorah for America.
Cornelius took a record in squats.
Yeah,
We're gonna
that's
keep
right.
the bench press.
Yeah,
That's right.
he knows when to hold him, knows when to fold him, knows when to walk away.
That's a familiar weight to him.
Nicely
Nice.
done, yep. And you know what? So that 7.5 kilo definitely slowed him quite a bit.
Yeah, you just saw him shake the right shoulder.
Yeah, you know what? I see that now. that you're mentioning, and yeah, I think that was an appropriate jump. Actually, I would say he doesn't have too much more in him.
No, and I don't think he wants to push it. He got
No.
up, he shook the right shoulder
Yeah.
out. It's just starting to twinge.
Never a good sign, so yeah,
He's got a deadlift yet, and he's got to hold on.
100%.
573.2.
Amandus's personal best is 265, people. He's just stacked
Paulauskas.
5 kilos on
Okay, so-
a world record. 5 kilos!
I'm gonna move this.
Who does that? Who puts 5 kilos?
Come on, guys.
This man comes
Here.
steaming out.
Yeah, I just
With
moved
a
the microphone away from our
5
Lithuanian
kilo.
co-commentator. Things are about to get ugly. He's got to flatten those feet though. They don't look totally flat right now from this
Oh,
angle.
yeah.
I don't know if the judges see that
They're
though.
holding him up.
Yeah, those feet
They're
gotta
holding
be
him
flat.
up because his
Tell him
feet
his
aren't
feet gotta be
flat.
Feet is up. Kelly.
Got to get his feet flat on the floor.
Tell him his feet got to be flat. I noticed that in the
He's trying to understand what's going on. He's only got 15 seconds.
I noticed it in the first bench. I didn't want to be
Get his
Captain
feet-
Front Stomper.
His ankles down, his feet down.
There we go. It's a little better.
He gets
Yep.
a start. He hits it, but it threw him right off. It was
Yeah.
a rush start. 260 just went begging.
Just a little bit of confusion there, and you know what? In the first squat they weren't. You know, you can see shades of it coming, or sorry, bench. You can see shades of it coming, and he can make adjustments. I mean, it's just when you get rushed like that, and he didn't know what was going on, so
How
he
are you
felt a
going to
little
bench
rush.
260 in 5 seconds?
No, you need to walk in there confident, just hit it the way you used to hitting it in the gym. I'm sure he's going to throw he's going to retake
But
it. I'm
he
sure.
can't feel that. The problem is when you're
Yeah.
benching, you can't feel that
You're-
that's
yeah.
not right.
Yeah. No,
Exactly.
it feels.
And
yeah.
he took a lot of energy just, you know.
Yeah.
He was held up there for
keeping
10
the weight on
seconds,
his
Yeah.
arms,
going, what's
and,
going on? He
it-
doesn't know what's
it
going on.
distracted him big time, and
Yeah.
the rush took it away. But
So he's got to go out there and get the cue to dig that in right beforehand.
Feel those feet flat.
That's it. So I think we're getting a timeout here from the Sri Lankan for some reason. Maybe
I
he's
guess so.
holding the energy together for his deadlift now.
Yeah.
He's not coming out by the look of this.
Gives the fellas another minute
Yeah,
to
that's
rest.
right. That's right. So
And it gave us a minute to do our
yeah,
thing, didn't
yeah.
it?
But can I just go back to the Lithuanian?
Yeah.
Out there now, because this is important to him. He's got to set this record here. Out there, his coach has got to say that the insides of your feet are sitting up. When
Yeah.
you lay down, I want you to grind that foot in
Pay attention.
because that's the only reason you're going to be prevented.
Yeah.
The only reason you're going to be held up is for that foot. So that now becomes a priority. They're both feet.
And you just hope it doesn't
Exactly.
throw him
So
So
off.
he's
you
You
got
don't
want
to
it.
concentrate on that as a priority because he will get a fast start as soon as that
Yeah.
foot's down. It's the only reason the refs won't drop their hands.
You're going to need a fast start with that kind of weight in your hands.
You can't hold on to 260
No, ma'am.
for any length of time.
No, ma'am.
Let's go, Ruslan Barslow from
So here we go, Tajikistan.
205 on the bar. Now this is just a 2.5 kilo jump. It's a pretty small jump, all things considered. It is the bench press, and if he felt like he was towing that line to the second attempt, it's another 2.5 kilo we can add towards his total. Let's see how he handles it. Whoa, and it looks like the brakes have come on, and no, the bar start come back down. Chief ref says take the bar, well timed. And that's 3 reds.
Good bench round though. Right, the bomb is 207.5.
Right,
Victor from Ukraine.
and 207.5
Barslow
for Victor of Ukraine.
5 kilos more than his last bench.
5 kilo jump. Now this is when they're going to start having some missed attempts here and there. They're starting to push themselves to that limit. 2 up, 2 down. Haven't seen anybody get on the board yet in the third attempts.
Righto, we're starting to sort it out
Yeah,
because the guys are starting to push themselves.
as they should. Let's see if the Ukrainian will be the first to nail his third attempt. He certainly looks like a powerful young man up top. It was coming so fast off the chest, but right above lockout, it came back down. And that'll be that. 3 up, 3 down again. Now we have the legend, former world champion, Bouafia Mohammed of Algeria. Now it's 210 on the bar, 7.5 kilo jump. And today his attempts have been somewhat spotty, is a way of saying it, a little
patchy.
You know, he's had moments of where he's shown his greatness, other moments where it's, you know, it's kind of iffy, and you kind of get scared for him, but he's remained on the board.
His lifting maturity and ability is there to see.
Yeah.
It's the occasion, it's emotional, that just has rocked him a little bit, but
Yep.
I think we saw that he was able to put it out of his mind.
He has in moments.
Yeah.
He's certainly been able to hit some big lifts.
Yeah,
And remains a contender.
that's right. 210.
There's that punch.
Different looking bench. Oh,
no.
bad.
They got
That
to take
was
that. They
unexpected.
got
Oh,
to take that.
Lord,
What
that
happened?
was a bad spot too, I have to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, they got
They
to
didn't
take
take
that.
the weight and it strained him. And he's having a word with him too. And the centre ref says, move off, because Muhammad was having a little chat and saying, hey, you got to take that weight off me, mate.
Yeah, well, yeah, 100%.
And quite rightly so.
Let's see the replay.
This dude,
Yeah, like what?
he
What
just totally doesn't take the weight.
are you spotting him? I'm just going to give you enough so you finish it, bro. No, this isn't the gym. You know, it's over. Racket.
And Muhammad turned and said, what,
Hey, bro.
What's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on here? And centre ref says, move off.
Yeah, it's a moot point. I'll address it myself. Yeah.
I'll address it.
Yeah.
So there was
Point
a little
was made. Yeah, sure.
And it was fair call.
And everybody
from
was right.
Muhammad,
Yeah, they
quite
were all doing the right thing.
quite
Muhammad
frankly.
and the ref were both
How
doing their
ma-
job. Yeah.
How many of us wouldn't turn around and say, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Because that's good. You hurt my shoulder, mate, and I'll take you.
100%. He's still got to come out and bench again.
Yeah. Piotr, 220. Puts 5 on it. Oh, Piotr lifts the chest and gets under it.
No.
And I think it was
Whoa.
a fair call. He had a look at it.
You know what? So we haven't. This is the third round, and we haven't had a successful bench yet.
Nope. Piotr drops the head, but geez, I wish he wouldn't. I'm just so chuffed with that guy. He's a great young lifter.
I just hope the very last lift will be successful in this round.
Oh, look at you. Yeah,
You only
unbiased.
care
Sorry,
for
guys, I'm
last
really
lift
biased.
success.
You know,
I
we're-
can't help myself.
We're saying Denis Cornelius looked like he was pretty toe in that line with 247.5. He's only jumping up 2.5 kilo, and I think we all thought that was probably the best route to take.
So Pavel, Czechia. Last bench. Stacks, what? Stacks 7.5 on there.
That's a nice size jump.
Wow. Oh, he's a beautiful bencher.
Oh, so fast.
come on
No,
now.
my
No.
gosh.
Sorry.
It's coming back
Oh,
down.
he just ran out of steam.
Give him a big round of applause.
Oh, Lord.
And we have had
Look at the dead weight.
4, 5, 6 lifters now fail their third attempt with only 4 left to go. Not the greatest percentages, but it could all turn around with the Canadian now taking a go at 225.
I'll tell you what, I'm so unhappy with these spotters. He failed right at the top,
Yeah,
and that
and they let
bar
it come
hit
back
the
down.
chest.
I know.
I'm really not happy. And you know what happens when Chrissy's not happy?
People get bloody noses.
That's what happens.
Then the hole is on tres.
And we've got supers coming up, and Chrissy's going to have to do
Yeah, we'll
a
have a
gorilla.
chat. We'll have
That's
a
what's
chat.
going to have to happen. Mikael.
Nicely. Oh my gosh, right at the lock. That's coming back down. No, take
Give
it.
him a big
Right.
round of
It bounced
applause.
back
It's
already
getting
before,
heavier.
so
They're all going
The
for
problem
PB.
here is the
PB.
spotters have not got their hands where they're supposed to be.
He looks a little hurt.
That's
Look at the
a
Canadian looks
squat
very.
stance. That's a squat. That's Right.
His
That's
hands
it.
aren't ready to.
That's it. Who am I going to talk to?
You know what? The Canadian
Guys.
actually looks. He looks hurt.
Guys, you've got the mic. I'm off.
And we haven't had a single bench come through yet. And let's hope Tony Cliff, he's making a 2.5 kilo jump. This is, obviously the most conservative a jump you could take. And let's see if Tony can be the first to register a third attempt, a third and final bench of the day for Tony.
Bar is shaky again.
Gosh, right at the lockout, and I think he might have it. And 3 white lights, and Tony does it. First man to get his third attempt in. It was a struggle, it was work, probably not a half a kilo more was in the tank, but he does it.
Was the previous world record holder in the bench at 253 kilos.
Here comes Denis now. 247.5 was very difficult.
By Lithuania, 255.
All right, I've had my say.
Bars loaded.
I've gone
Denis
straight to the
Cornelius
top,
has got 250
and I've explained,
kilos on the
and they
block,
are totally seeing it. It's not like it's just us.
This
Look, I don't know why they're not stopping the competition and explaining right here and now to the spotters to correct it in the strongest possible words, and that's strong when it comes from me.
253, previous world
I want
record.
them pulled up right now.
This is a lot of weight for Denis's last attempt.
250.
We can expect a struggle, but he's good for a fight. There's no question about that. Needs to get those heels down.
They didn't seem as a really smooth lift off.
I think his heels are still up. Yeah, he's going to get told rack and put his
And
heels
his
down.
time
What's
out.
up?
His heels are still
heels?
up. Now is putting his heel. Yeah, his heels
His
were up.
time out.
Time.
Ah, darn it.
Oh.
Well, you know, it's only 2.5 kilo. It's not the end of the world for him.
Okay.
It's only 2.5 kilo.
Susie, just come to the jury table, please. Thank you.
Susie's been called to the jury table for explanation.
Yeah, his heels were up. I saw it too, if I'm being unbiased.
Just getting the information.
And it's okay. I mean,
Feet were tracking way
he's so far ahead at 2.5 kilo. It's not going to be, if it was a race where it comes down to 2.5 kilo, I would be a little upset as well. I'd be like, oh my gosh, what happened? But he'll be fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is another open
Okay, here we go.
record.
Here we go. The 260 is back on the bar.
World record
The
attempt.
determination is there.
And we're talking about, you know what? The refs are being,
World record
Oh,
attempt.
he comes charging out.
Come on, Amanda.
he's got to make those adjustments. They're looking at the feet. They want
He's
flat
taking
feet
up
for anyone at
another
home.
5 kilos above his current open world record.
Oh, I think he's got it down. He's got the feet down. He's ready to go.
Yeah, his feet are down this time for sure.
He's got it. Yes, he has.
Yikes.
260.
How you like
Yeah,
that?
baby.
Yeah, baby.
And there, you know what?
The commentary crowd are
And
going
there's all the difference between coming in prepared and unrattled and actually taking the attempt you had set up for and being rushed. You know, people want to say, is it an excuse that you were rushed or whatever? No, it's not an excuse. You've seen when you actually have all the time and take your minute and take your time to hit it, we're still celebrating. Or if you're rushed, it can make a huge difference. See, I'll let you have it. 'Cause, yeah, wow.
All right.
Well
So
done.
we got the job done. We got 260 in the pocket. We got
All referees and Gaston.
quite good subtotal, and we are in the fight for the total. And
You're
As-
taking 260 home to Lithuania. He can do more than that. We could see that there, but technically he had to correct that feeling. And the fact is, you can't feel that. He had to get cued into that.
It's such a minor thing. When you have 260 in your hands,
You're not feeling your heel.
yeah. If you're watching
But
at home.
that was super exciting to see that world record absolutely obliterated.
Yeah.
I mean, smashed to pieces by the big Lithuanian.
Yeah.
if he didn't get unfortunate with his second attempt, I'm 100% sure the record would be at least 265
Oh,
now.
absolutely,
But,
because it's
well,
his PB. He's done it. He's had
got what he-
265 in his hands a few times.
we got what we got, and we are looking forward to the last event.
Oh my
the
gosh.
deadlifts.
He stole the show in the bench press event for sure. But yeah, looking ahead in the deadlift event, we have some big deadlift openers. We got a 325, a 310, a 310. I mean, as soon as the bar hits the ground, the competition starts, and
That's
looks
it.
like we may see some shakeups.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
So am I.
Let's go to a break. Join us soon for the deadlift action.
And welcome back to Minsk Belarus. I am Six Pack Lapidat. I have Christy Championship, and Tadas here. And we're going to do a quick recap of that world record bench press by the fellow Lithuanian. I'll let you talk us through it.
So we got for the third attempt.
There we go.
Had to replay the same weight, but because we got unfortunate on the second. But just look how he smashed the record for the second time today. It was really easy. He had way much more in the tank. We just got unfortunate. We got
right.
unfortunate. But we'll keep it for the next time. Now we got 260. The record is increased by 7 kilograms.
Wow,
That's a big jump for
amazing.
That's a big jump for the
for an
world
open
record.
world record to go up that much.
I'll just mention that he smashed the record already with his opener, and then just
He put 2 kilos on the world record on his opener.
Yeah.
That's super confidence.
Oh, for sure.
and then added 5 extra.
5 kilos.
Just to
and
be
we
sure.
know he would have gone even more in the third had he not been pinged for that technicality, really. Yeah.
So,
So that
we
was
got
incredible.
Yeah, doing a quick look at this. Boafi had some shaky openers with the squat, shaky openers with his bench, but it looks like he's got the biggest deadlift opener and possibly looking to regain a little bit of ground he had lost in the 2 previous events. Opening with 332.5. Be interesting to see how he handles that weight.
But the fight for the silver and bronze is on.
Yeah,
3 lifters are capable of getting to the second position, and we're looking forward.
It looks
Probably it will be decided by the
ladies and
last
gentlemen.
attempts,
Come on, give me
so
a
it
round
should
of
be
applause to
another
the
exciting
Garden
round
Bench.
of
Here we go.
deadlifts.
Competition
I agree with you,
has to start
sir.
for the
Here we
first
go,
time.
lifting's about to start. Let's cross over straight away to the lifting deck. There we go, Pavel Czechia, 265.
Wow. Yep. And that's what you want an opener to be, just confidence builder. Smoke it. Get yourself 3 whites, get yourself on the board, secure your total, and then you can play.
So, just bring you up to speed. The deadlift world record is
A lot.
a lot. 372 kilos.
Wowzers.
Okay, so we're talking
Who's that?
Smith Hiffon.
Okay.
Smith Hiffon, USA.
Yep, I'm familiar.
Okay, at the Arnold's, not this year, last year.
And he also was in Masters
Yeah.
already.
Masters 1 though, I think. Yeah.
Yes, 40,
Yep.
45, 46 years old.
290 opener here. Oh, let's see what the judges say.
Hey, looked at good lift.
Yeah, I was a low lifting
And
myself.
unfortunately not. I think it's lockout.
The knees looked a little soft. I could take another shot at this. I didn't. You heard the hesitation in my voice to call it because it looked a little untight. You see the knees went soft right there.
And
at the
he
end.
nearly dropped the bar, actually.
Yeah.
It seemed like his finger slipped a bit.
661 pounds is the big Polska lifter. Competing for 5 years, he's a student. And the student is learning all about
And here's the young man, the junior, competing in the Open, who's pieced together a pretty nice day for himself, looking to solidify his total with a 300 kilo
these aren't apples
opener.
he's dropping out of the tree. These are Elikos.
Nicely done.
Whoa.
Laura.
Piotr takes a
Now, the sumo style is less and less popular the heavier the men get.
Canada strong. Mikhail Cloutier, the
Darned if he
Mars
doesn't make it work for
Loadressa.
himself.
666, Gino.
And here comes the Canadian.
6'6", the number of the Canadian.
Gino's favorite number to announce, 302.5 kilos, 666 pounds. And the Canadian's looking to get on the board. Wow, that was nice, smooth, easy, plenty left
Looks
in the
good,
tank.
Canada. What did the referees say? 3 white lights.
3 white
Yes, Lauren.
Judges
thank you.
agree, 3 white lights, fist bump
Take it
from
away,
the
Lauren.
Okay, we've
national
got
team
time
coach.
on 285 on the bar, 628 pounds. Double Denmark. Okay, we've got a
And the Sri Lankan lifter going to take a 307.5 kilo opener. And that's a healthy opener.
Ansulu coming out now, 307.5. Bars loaded for Ansulu.
Ransalu Jayatalaki, Sri Lanka.
Nicely pulled.
got it.
Wow. Absolutely no hesitation, no grind.
Ansulu takes a good
Just
lift.
locks up his total. 3 white lights, and that's what you want. Plenty left in the tank to get a bigger second and third attempt. No need to empty the gas tank on your opener. And here comes Denis Cornelius. 317.5. Now, I'd spoken with Denis previously. He said he's done a lot of work to improve his deadlift. He feels as though his deadlift has been, obviously it's respectable, but of the 3 lifts, it's the lift he's least confident in, and he wanted to jump it up, make some strides. Let's see if he's able to manage to do that today. Not expecting
Denis
this.
Cornelius, plenty of time, Dennis.
He looks pretty amped up for his opener. I'm not
4
expecting
seconds.
this to be any kind of major struggle for him.
Adjusting the bar to how he's used to.
Yeah. Take your time. You got a minute, and a minute is a long time to set up. Yeah, that's about as smooth an opener as you can ask for. Very nicely done.
Nicely done.
And if Denis has been working on his
3 white
deadlift,
lights for Dennis.
it's starting to show.
Cornelius. That seals his
And that more than
squat
likely.
world record.
Yeah, well, Gino just said over top, that would seal his squat record. Just for everyone who wants to know, if you hit a world record, you need to register a total for that world record to stand. So look for the Lithuanian to be doing the same for his bench world record right now. Not only is it
No,
for a
we
total,
got-
it's for your world record to be official.
Exactly, and now we got the fairly light opener compared to what he's capable of.
And you would definitely
And
expect that. You don't gamble away a world record in an opener.
come on, Amandas.
Wow,
Easy.
okay, that was easy.
Nice.
That was easy.
Nice lift.
That was good attempt selection right
He's
there.
in for the total.
So his world record is
The
now
race is
official.
on.
His total is now official. Yeah, now he's in the hunt for
320 now.
establishing, adding on kilos to that total and see where he's going to end
Ball
up.
loaded for Victor on 1.
Uh-oh.
Now,
His shirt came off, Chrissy.
hey, what's
Uh-oh.
going on now?
Now Chrissy comes alive.
There
Now,
we
now
go.
we have her back.
There we go.
Full attention on the platform.
Righto, where's my girl? The announcer.
320 loaded on the
She
bar
probably fainted somewhere.
for the Ukrainian.
Now he's been foxing because in the nominations he put 315. He opens on 320. Hello.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah,
nicely.
the games we play. Come on, Victor. There we go. Big, nice pull. The chest comes out.
Nice.
I'm happy with that.
Definitely an opener weight too. Nicely done.
Ukraine.
Talk about the games we play. We've got
Okay, we've got Tony
coming up next. We've got Tony Cliff. Now he's put on as his nomination. We've got 357.5.
Yeah, that's what these guys dead PR, huh?
He's opening 325. He's given himself a bit of a slap up by the look of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know, you look at that and you wonder what's going to happen here in this deadlift. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
I'm actually been doing a little bit of number looking here. Let's have a look at Tony.
He's an excellent deadlifter. Look at that. Easy work at 325.
He has to give that a bit of a hoist at the top there.
Good look.
The boys have put a bit into these lifts already, so
Yeah.
we've got to factor a little bit of
fatigue, yeah.
So this is where the nominations and your bests start to go out the window a little bit
It's
because
true.
there's two things that can happen here. The most likely thing is people start to get more smashed up physically and psychologically from the big stage, but then you've got to add energy factor from the big stage.
Yeah.
So you take from one side, but you get from the other side. But here's Buafia. Now I've got to tell you something about him in a sec.
That's
Right.
the best opener he's had.
He's got 360 as the nomination.
You know what's the score?
Looks like 3
That
white
was his
lights.
best opener he's had all day. Finally, he could breathe a sigh of relief for finally getting an opener and not having to retake it. Perhaps the deadlift event is going to be his event.
That's what I'm thinking. I think this is where we're going to see Bouafia start to assert himself finally in this event.
Yeah. And yeah, if he's going to walk away with the gold, this
I
is
think
probably
he's
it.
going to take it to the total
Yeah.
here and now. And he conserves energy and he grows in energy. Whereas the other guys, their energies come out at the front.
They're quite a bit more wound up,
Right.
aren't they?
So we're now seeing a seesaw that scales are tipping.
Yeah.
Smells like
So just
powerlifting. Bars loaded, power
Just
hold.
see that there's two sides of the scale here.
Yeah, yeah.
And some guys, the energy's already out. It's flowing out. And that guy, the energy's coming in. Here we go. Check ya. 285.
Handled it very well.
That's a good look.
That's a 20 kilo jump, by the way, and he just handled it extremely smoothly. Didn't get jockeyed around by the weight.
Now, the record you've got to keep in mind is a 372. Now, some
Bars
have
loaded.
said we're not going to see anything like it.
I don't think so.
Well-
Not in the second round at least, but
Well, not in the second round for sure. But I just want to say to you, there are blokes here who could actually give that a run and have.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like if he takes another 20 kilo
I'm
jump,
gonna
he's right
tell you
there.
now,
Yeah,
he can.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he took a 20 kilo jump. All he needs is another 20 kilo. Depends
That's
how he
what I'm
paces.
talking
Yeah.
about.
Let's see how he handles this. But yeah,
Righto.
it's not without a reason. You know what? Now that we look at it,
So I'm just flagging.
and Tony Cliff as well might.
I'm just flagging Tony Cliff.
Oh, okay. More specifically, gotcha. Wow, bit of a fight here for the
Whoa.
lockout.
Whoa,
And
and he's
it's
there, he
untied,
knocks the
but-
knee.
yeah,
He
it's
knocks the
untied,
knee. I think it's good.
Oh, there.
Oh!
He locked out his knees.
Wow,
he was
Wow.
soft.
Let's take a look at that with the knee soft.
Kind of supported bar with his thighs.
Give him a
Did he
round of
support
applause. He'll be back. Thank
Some-
you.
Yeah,
there it
rested
is.
yeah, he kind of
There it is,
unlocked
yeah.
there.
Nice.
See, they were straight, and then at the lockout, it looked like they got a little softer.
Canada, Quebec, 312.5 on the
comes
bar.
the Canadian.
Come on, Mikael.
Canadian beer,
Canadian beer? Is that what he said?
Grizzly.
Bear.
Oh, bear, okay. Yeah, the Canadian bear. Extremely strong man. Let's see him. 312 and a half, 7.5 kilo jump. He just smashed 302 and a half. I'm not expecting this to be the breaker, and it is definitely not. Wow, that is smooth. Nicely done. It was slower at the top. You'd expect that much. Should be good for 3 whites, and it is. Setting himself up nicely for a third attempt. Good attempt selection here.
315 kilos on the bar.
My guess would be 320 for his last attempt.
Yep, around that range would probably be appropriate. Another 7.5 kilo jump.
This is a nation record, a Sri Lanka nation record
15.
There we
for
go.
Ramsalu.
So that's good to know. Sri Lanka national record coming up here.
Giant
So a lot of
Benaki.
these guys have got other goals they're working towards.
Nation
which is the
record, bars
significance of what
loaded.
they're
Give me a
working
was
round
just
of
about to
applause
say
for
that,
Sri
yeah.
Lanka.
It's nice to sometimes have the national records announced because we don't even know the significance this is back home for some of these lifters.
Yeah, and I have to say this guy's an absolute mega star in his country, but also in his whole region, and rightly so. You know.
Well, 315, yeah, for a second attempt, breaking the national record.
There we go. Is it good enough?
I'd say so.
New nation
Nice.
record,
He got the
Sri
record in his pocket.
Lanka.
Five.
Cool.
Yeah, you know what? That national record's going to get broken again in his third attempt, I'm predicting.
Yep. He's well prepared to come in,
Yata.
ready to lift all the weights.
And 320 on the bar.
Piotr Simile's done all the work.
Yeah, born in 93, definitely got so much room to grow in this sport. And already a contender with the big boys.
Oh, yes, and he pulls it through. What a beautiful looking lift, how they see it. Yes.
Two whites, yeah.
And 3 on line.
Yeah, there's a little teeter at the
Pretty
top, but the
solid
bar doesn't move up and down. And that's really what it's about, is when the bar moves up and down, not your shoulders, right?
D.
It was really close
It was
to
close.
getting reds for.
Yeah, it was
for-
close. I seen his body, but the bar remained.
738 and a half pounds for
Here's Denis Cornelius.
D. Denis Cornelius.
Now this is a pretty big jump for Denis, but he really handled his opener very well.
Well, he's got a massive lead on him, but don't forget he's going for
He's not
points.
fighting
Yeah.
with the others.
You
He's
know what? He
fighting with
wants
himself.
he wants that champion of champions award at the end, and that's such a coveted title. But if he wants it, he's got massive opponents to beat: Ray Williams and Fedoshenko, giants of the game.
So he's competing with lifters who aren't even on this platform.
That's right. Wowzers. 335 moved so smoothly right there, did it
Nice
not?
lift.
And doesn't he look glorious with the bar in his hand at the top?
He
Just his
just-
stance.
Look, like nothing was pulled out of place. All of his levers in place there. Like, he's been working on his deadlift and it shows.
And now your man's here.
Amanda's
335 stays on the bar for
lift
Amanda's
for the
from
silver.
Italia.
Lift for the silver.
Lifting for the silver
The
in total
determination
and
is
the
there.
gold
He
in
can do it.
deadlift right
Yep.
now.
It's still second attempts, but he's definitely going to put himself in a great position. Wowzers.
Yeah. Was it locked out?
No limitation in that at
Good
all.
lift.
It's gonna be
Yes, it was.
It's there.
Such a strong man. Look at
335
that.
is in the pocket.
Now, he would really surprise Boafia and his fans
144.
if he nudged ahead and grabbed that silver medal.
He's gonna
So far,
take
so
it.
good.
He's gonna take it off Boafia the way
You know,
things are going.
that's quite the legend to take a medal from. I'm going to tell you that right
He's
now.
gonna take a medal off Boafia.
Not
if
very
it's
many.
the last thing he does.
Yeah.
As I said before, it's gonna be down to the last lifts. Last round of the lifts, it will be decided the silver and the bronze medal.
But get a load of this human being. He's going to pick up 337.5. Oh,
Sits back nicely.
oh
Bends
come
that bar
on.
and the hits come through. Nice. That's a smooth sumo pull right there.
Oh, that through.
Just a smooth sumo pull right there. If we have a video replay, you see him sit back those hips. His back is so flat. Hips come forward, shoulders come back, hips. Look at that
Yeah,
extension.
talk the talk, Ryan.
Honestly, that's a beautiful pull right there. The bar path never wavers. Bar speed so quickly.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Here's Tony.
Now, we had said Tony's a man to watching the deadlifts, and now you're seeing why. Cream is rising to the top. And Tony Cliff with 347.5 on the bar.
Oh, come through, Tony.
And he does.
comes through.
In a big way.
And he says, make a space for Tony Cliff.
Yeah, when you're handing out those deadlift medals, make a space for Tony.
352.
Now here's
I
Muhammad.
like it. I like it.
Muhammad has found his event, and he's paced himself well, like Chrissy Champion had said. 352.5 on the bar,
352.
and the drums are beating.
He looks down at the hand. It's that subconscious. Will the hand hold the weight? The body's fine.
The drums are beating for Muhammad again.
He looks at it and he says, I'm going to take you for a ride, baby. Let's
Yeah.
go, you and me. Oh, he flexed the pecs, didn't he?
He did. He did. He's showing the bar who's the boss here.
Oh, Boafia,
Nicely
the boss.
done by Boafia.
Boafia.
Wow. Such a nice wow.
And that's my love.
You know, he's now in his moment. He's in his element.
Baby.
You know, if he had any struggle in the squat and the bench, now is his
That's
moment.
what I said.
He's embracing
Now
it, isn't he?
He's in the zone.
Throwing up his hands and just embracing his moment. Look at this. This is the biggest deadlift of the second round,
He's
and he handles
gonna
it so
stack
smoothly.
it up.
That was the heaviest of the second round deadlifts, and it might have been the nicest looking, and that's saying something.
And you see his vibe.
Yeah, no, it's
He
confidence
is
now.
now in the zone.
He's got his swagger back. He's got his swagger back.
Did you see his look before the lift when he's at the back of the
Yeah.
platform and the look to the bar?
Disdain.
He looked. I got you.
got
Almost
you.
like
I got
disdain. Like, yeah, you're not going to be, you got no opposition for me, my
I
friend.
owe you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now this
And we
man,
love that.
oh yeah.
Every lifter
You get a vibe. You feel it.
watches and goes, oh my God.
Yeah. You
He's
feel it.
taking that weight.
There's something tangible about that when someone walks out here.
Yeah.
Now here's somebody who needs that positive vibes.
my
He's backed up
goodness.
in the corner.
He's got his back to the wall.
He's missed 290 twice already.
Tajikistan. 290. Come on, mate.
He needs this to secure his total.
Come on.
Holy smokes.
You're gonna get
And he might actually have it, but his knees. Oh no.
Tragedy is struck.
Give him a big round of applause.
Oh, very close. And he walks off.
Yeah, that
Good
just.
spirits, though. And very hard to take. And he's not the first. We've seen so many disqualify in the deadlift.
The tough part is previous two was just from the knees, here and there, small things, but is locked out, and then we just got further and further away as the weight got heavier and heavier for him.
Bars loaded. Pavel.
Relatively speaking, due to his gas tank, the weight stayed the same, but his gas tank was emptying.
And we are down to the last round of deadlifts.
Yeah, and I'm keeping my eye on those
There it is.
thirds just in case of any changes, guys. So
Yeah.
I'll try and inform you in case of any trickery that goes on here.
It'll be between the Algerian and the Lithuanian, and here's a fight to lock this out. Does he get
Oh,
it?
he's gone backwards.
No, he's losing his.
Locked out and dropped the bar. Give him
Oh,
a
he's just fainted. That's all. He's just a bit lightheaded.
Yeah,
Give
that's
the
it.
sponsors
all right.
and
That
lovers a
happens.
round of
That
applause.
happens.
He looks around and he
A little
says,
excitement, that's all. A little excitement there.
Yeah, no, he says, I'm all right. Did I get the lift?
Yeah, I'm all right. Point me to the cab. I'm good.
Absolute.
Yeah, the knee. No, he didn't get the down command. His knees were a little soft, and
And he was out cold before he hit the deck.
yeah, he was out cold. He took a shot or two.
Sri Lanka stacks on 5 kilos.
This is another national record.
For a big old national record.
His own record he just set.
Jumping up by 5 kilos.
320 kilos on
Try
the
to
bar.
lock up. Bars loaded.
Yeah, he looks.
Come on, give him a round of applause for a nation record, Sri Lanka.
Whoa! Oh no, just a little much.
Oh, good
That
effort.
was not
Good
expected.
try. Good job, mate. Done your country proud.
Quick off the floor, brakes came on. Yeah, you can get that hip bump and it'll fly off the floor, but lockout's another situation.
Mikhail Klotsia.
Now the Canadian will also attempt 320, just so everyone at home knows. They're going to clean the bar every single attempt
Bars loaded.
for the final deadlifts.
755 pounds of the box. Come on, Canada strong.
Mikhail
Oh my God, I
Kotia
can
come
feel
out
the tension building up.
for his last lift.
The last lifts are coming and the medalists are being decided right here, right now.
And he wants to bag this one. 320.
Whoa.
Rips it up and squeezes.
Slows at the lockout, but I think he might have it.
He says, have I got it?
He
Looks
got it.
good from my angle.
He gets it down. Now what do they say?
3 whites.
We're pausing.
Oh no!
Hurt him. It hurts him.
Sorry.
And did they say the lockout? Let me see this.
It's a blue and a red.
2 reds, right?
From
Got
the
two
angle
reds and
we're
a blue.
sitting,
I didn't, I thought it was he had completed it. Let's take a look here.
Right, we got Piotr Sedowski.
Oh, was there some-
from
is there-
Poland, 720.
Was there up down? Was there hitching? I mean, I
I'm
could
still
see.
not sure what
Last
happened.
lift was
Yeah.
supporting on the thighs.
They're saying
Not
supporting on the
full lockout.
thighs and not
Okay.
full lockout. Wow.
Okay, Piotr now. He's sitting in 5th in total. Nothing's going to change. Deadlift 6. 330. It's a massive pull for a junior. This would give him an 880 total. He was starting to struggle on the second.
Yep, 10
But
kilo
a
jump from there too.
very commendable finish for a junior to finish in 5th in total here. He's still developing physically, and he's absolutely done the poles proud. Final lift. Oh, he lifts the chest up. He sticks with it. Oh, it's just a bit heavy today.
Wow,
And he's done well.
That's 5 out of 10 lifters who failed their third attempt. So we need somebody on the board here.
We've got carnage on the dance floor
Yeah,
here.
carnage on the dance floor. Let's change the song here, gentlemen.
760 pounds.
And we're going to Amandas from Lithuania.
European record in total.
What's your prediction? Does he get it?
Bars loaded. Amandas.
Little hesitation here.
This is to stay in silver for total and the bronze in the deadlift. But it's the silver.
Oh my.
Lost it. He doesn't know what happened, but he's still in silver in the total.
Not happy about that at all.
And it's all going to depend on Boafia now as to where it sits.
He was there.
The door swings open for Boafia, and
He's lighter than Boafia, so in body weight. So depending on if Boafia can pull that last deadlift, depends on the colour of the bling. But I'll tell you what, Tony Cliff's got something to say about it.
This is
He
gonna
may
be a
make
battle now.
change. Tony may
Doors
change,
swung
so I'm
open
going to
now.
keep an eye on Tony's deadlift.
And you know, Boafia doesn't need a big jump from his second attempt, and he handled the second pretty well. He's in the zone.
So I'm just going to keep my eye on Tony's change to see if he wants to get a bit of bling action.
Please do. We'll call it on the platform while you do. So we have 347.5 loaded on the bar, a 10 kilo jump for the Ukrainian, who's looked very smooth in his first 2 attempts. You okay, my friend?
I am.
Yeah. Okay.
It just was so close.
Yeah, it's not over yet.
Yet so far.
It's not over yet. Wow, it's just a little much. And he's leaving on the platform. But you know, we haven't had anybody nail the third attempt yet. And if the trend continues, your boy stays with the silver medal. So it's not over yet. Nobody's hit their third attempts yet.
Cornelius.
Now here's Denis
Looking for
Cornelius.
981 kilo total, just shy of 1,000
Now, I
total.
hadn't seen the Brits come to the table to make the change. He's going to have to put 5 kilo on it if he wants some bling.
Bars loaded.
Chris
This
is
is a world
keeping an eye on the
record
scorecard
total.
for us. Thank you, Chrissy. It's appreciated. All hands on deck. Now, Denis Cornelius, 347.5 on the bar. He'll end up with 981 total. We're getting close to 1,000 kilo totals in the 120 kilo weight class. That is insane to think about.
And boy, fire.
Oh no, just at the very end.
It's
Been a long day. He looks, just a little tired, but it's just about an inch away from lockout. It came out of his hands.
There was change in weight.
Hey, Boafia changed.
Change in
Yeah,
weight.
what are we
He
looking at?
changed too. He
To
changed to
360,
360.
and he's going for silver. And for
Now, is he going higher? Does he think Tony's going to threaten? Because Tony's going to pull after him.
Muhammad.
And who has a
Muhammad.
higher?
Bronze medal
Muhammad has a higher
position.
lot number, but
And he's pulling for the silver medal.
He
he's
pulls,
pulling over.
he pulls for the deadlift gold, and he pulls to go for silver in total.
now
He tries to stack it on.
it'll be 5 kilo more than the Lithuanian. However, I think he thinks Tony's going to come after him.
That's what he's thinking.
Yeah, so he wants to put it out.
Because he knows that if Tony stacks 5 kilo,
That's right.
oh my
So he's
God,
got a
look
couple-
at him.
couple guys he has to think about.
Oh my word, look at him.
Come on, Muhammad.
You've never seen a man so focused in an event.
He says 360.
Silver medal pull right here.
He's digging in his heels for a fight. Oh my gosh, it's faster than these. Wow, oh my God, can he finish it? No.
Give him a big
He
round of
said, what
applause.
could I do?
That was about as close as they come, and that was a nice attempt.
That was awesome.
I couldn't believe how close he got that. I thought initially it was such a struggle that he picked up so much speed at the midpoint. Take a look at this.
My God.
And we have failed to have a single lifter complete their third attempts.
Position on the podium.
We got the silver.
Your boy, well,
We got the silver.
yeah, he is.
He's not catching up.
Tony has conceded silver, and he's going after Muhammad's bronze.
So he's going for the bronze in total and the gold in
I
deadlift.
told you it ain't over. So the Lithuanian has
Not over
silver.
before it's over.
Tony Cliff,
Come on, Screamer!
there is absolute carnage on the dance floor. No one has made their third attempt. Can Tony Cliff actually pull a third attempt deadlift
This is for the bronze.
for the bronze in total and an actual gold in the deadlift?
No.
Give him a round of applause.
No one pulled
Wow.
a deadlift.
Nobody.
Not a soul has pulled their third deads. So basically, this was all over. Usually they say it's going to come down to third attempts. No, it came down to the second attempts. And your boy, who had, you guys were saying after he pulled his second attempt, we're like, well, he just put himself in silver medal position. And I was like, it's a little early to hand out medals. No, it wasn't, sir. No, it was not. And you were a little upset, like, oh no, he missed
I was
his third.
upset because I saw the Mohammed's second attempt, and it seemed fairly easy, and
Yeah.
I thought he definitely has at least 10 more kilograms in the tank.
So did I.
Apparently, he just got used too much energy on his squats and bench, and then when he got to the deadlifts, it just wasn't enough for the last
Brakes
lift.
came on.
Unfortunately for him, but lucky for us,
The
we
Lithuanian
got
said he was-
the
yeah.
silver! We're bringing down the world record in bench, gold in bench, and no, nothing
Silver.
in deadlifts, I think, and silver in total.
Overall, yeah.
Congratulations!
What is sensational is not a single third deadlift got up.
Yeah, so that means
It doesn't happen too
It
often.
never happens.
no, that's the first time I've
I've
seen we've done the
never
whole
seen-
from masters to juniors to open.
Never seen not a single deadlift got up. The pressure got to everyone.
You start gassing out.
They just gassed it.
Yeah.
Even Buafia.
Yeah, who was
is-
pacing so well. Now,
This guy-
Boafia left with the bronze medal then.
He did.
Okay.
And we're going to have our medal ceremony just to prove what happened or check what happened or whatever.
Double check.
But seriously, we're going to get some medal action, and then we've got the last session of the championship, the supers, the super heavyweights. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you dial in for this action. We sincerely hope you enjoy it, and catch us then for that super heavyweight action.
Ray Williams is in the house.
Yes, he is. See you then.
See you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we begin the awarding ceremony in the weight category up to 120 kilograms for the men's best result. And please welcome the participants of this weight category. The awarding ceremony will be held by Mr. Musa Bisawari, President of African Region in IPF. Accompanied by Benjamin Benson, CEO of SE, official partner of International Powerlifting Federation. And we start with the first awarding ceremony of the weight category up to 120 kilograms, and this is best results in squat. Third best result belongs to Piotr Sadowski, representing Poland. The second best result in squat belongs to Mohamed Bouafia, representing Algeria. And the best result in squat, man, up to 120 kilos, belongs to Denis Cornelius, representing the United States of America. One more time, congratulations to the best three athletes in squat. And we proceed to the next awarding ceremony for the up to 120 kilograms bench press. And the third best result belongs to Tony Clifton, representing Great Britain. The second best result in bench press belongs to Denis Cornelius, representing the United States of America. And the best powerlifting result in bench press belongs to Amanda Spaudauskas, representing Lithuania. Give them the round of applause for you see the best three results in bench press men up to 120. And we proceed to the next awarding ceremony. And the next awarding will be held in the deadlift man up to 120 kilos. And the third best result belongs to Viktor Malinka, representing Ukraine. The second best result in the men's deadlift belongs to Tony Clifford, representing Great Britain. And the best result for the men's up to 120 kilos deadlift belongs to Mohamed Bouafia, representing Algeria. The best three results, man, up to 120 kilos deadlift. Give them a round of applause. proceed to the main awarding ceremony for the World Classics Powerlifting Championships 2017 in the man weight category up to 120 kilos. The total result: third place and bronze medal, Mohamed Bouafia, representing Algeria. Third place, bronze medal, and the special prize from our sponsors, Safety Green Health. The second best result belongs to Amandas Paudauskas, representing Lithuania. Second place, silver medal, and the special prize from our sponsors, Safety Green Health. Ladies and gentlemen, your applause to the world champion, Denis Cornelius, representing the United States of America. The title of the world champion, gold medal, and a special prize from our sponsors, Safety Green Health. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the United States of America. Congratulations to the best three athletes, man up to 120 kilograms. And the next final session of the World Classics International Powerlifting Federation Championships 2017 will take place at 2 a.m. And we kindly invite the athletes for the walk-away parade. Give them the round of applause for you see the best of their nations representing men weight category up to 120 kilos.